Valentine's story time.
Good morning, everyone. In our Meals with Jesus series, we've seen that Jesus welcomed anyone and everyone. He shared a table with the people that no one else wanted: the bad, the sinful, the broken, and the needy. One day, Jesus will have a meal with every person who has ever trusted in him, even us. In today's story, we will find out how it's possible for sinners to look forward to that special meal with Jesus. Jesus was with his friends, the disciples. They'd had many meals together, but this meal was special. It was the Passover. They had this meal on the same day every year, like we have special meals at Easter and Christmas. It was a celebration meal to remember how God rescued his people from Egypt. It was when a lamb died instead of God's people in the final plague. But Jesus said something surprising at this meal. He told his friends that he was going to suffer and die to give them a new and better rescue. Jesus would be like the lamb, but better. He would die so that others could live forever. Jesus gave them a new meal of bread and wine so his rescue could be remembered. Jesus took some bread, broke it, and gave it to his friends. "This bread is my body that I am giving for you. Do this to remember me." Then Jesus poured a drink, thanked God, and said, "This cup shows the new agreement that God makes with his people. It begins with my blood, which is poured out for you." It was ordinary bread and wine, not Jesus' actual body or blood. They were pictures to help us understand how he can save sinners and make us friends with God. Jesus gave his life for us. He took the punishment for us. Jesus gave his friends an instruction: do this to remember me. We still use this meal to remember Jesus. We call it the Lord's Supper or communion. We eat bread and drink grape juice or wine to remember Jesus' death on the cross. This meal is like a big sign that says, "Remember Jesus." Lots of you will know that I love doing movement and actions because it helps me to remember things. So let's do some movement and some actions to help us remember this special meal that Jesus shared with his friends. So, Jesus took some bread. So let's make some bread with our hands like this, clenching them together. And he broke the bread, so we're going to break it. And then he shared it with his friends. Lovely. Jesus also took some wine, so we're going to make a cup with our hands like this. Put your thumbs and little fingers together. And we're going to lift up the cup. And we're going to share it. Because Jesus said, "This is my blood poured out for you." Now let's do all of that together from the beginning. Brilliant! Well done. So let's remember, Jesus was punished for our sin. Remember, Jesus rescued us so we can be friends with God and safe forever. And one day, Jesus will come back and take us home. We will sit at the table with him in heaven, loved and safe forever. We have a new and better rescuer. Let's always remember him.